In this demo, I will be showcasing Apace proxy editing with Adobe products. We will be using Adobe Premiere Pro 2015 CC for the demo. Proxy editing is ideal for editing workflows that involve 4K or 8K videos where playback is very demanding on the network. An editor can work on the frame-accurate proxies of the source media that is just as high quality but less demanding on the network. This allows multiple editors to work concurrently on the shared storage without suffering any drop frames. Once the project is completed, the editor can conform the source media before exporting the project. Proxy editing is also an elegant way to save space on the shared storage. Keep the large source media files on cheaper storage such as LTO tapes instead of on the vStore, and let the editors edit with the proxies and only bring the source media back to the vStore on an on-demand basis, like when a project needs to be exported. The following products or services are required for this workflow solution: vStore, Apace Edit in Place Storage, Postman, our media asset management app, Postman Panel, an extension add-on for Adobe products, proxy editing with Adobe products, a module to Postman to support proxy editing, and Adobe Premiere Pro 2015 CC. The latest version of Premiere Pro 2015 CC supports proxy editing. It allows an editor to attach one proxy to a media file. The proxy is created on demand, and the time it takes to generate is determined by the length of the video and the desired quality of the proxy. An editor can also toggle between the proxies or source media by clicking the Toggle Proxy button in the source monitor. It is not one of the default buttons of the source monitor and can be added by clicking the plus button and dragging the Toggle Proxy icon to the icon layout section. Apace enhances this workflow by providing pre-generated proxies to the editing software instead of creating the proxies on demand. It cuts down the time to generate the proxies. Apace proxy editing workflow also allows multiple proxies to be attached to their corresponding source media. With Adobe's version of proxy editing, you can only attach one proxy to a media file one at a time. In this demo, the source media file are already on the vStore and have been imported into Postman. So the proxies are already generated and the metadata are already populated. To access the Postman panel, click on the Windows menu, select Extension, and click on the Apace Postman. Log in with your credentials. The Postman panel allows you to search and perform other tasks in Postman, like comment and add metadata to assets. Let's say I'm doing an edit about fruits. I search berries in the search bar and the result comes up. I have several options of importing the assets to my Premiere project. I can import the source media by clicking Import. This will import the selected source media to my project. Clicking on the properties shows that there is no proxy attached to this asset. Import proxy attaches the proxy to the source media if the source media exists on the vStore. Clicking on the properties shows that a proxy is attached to the source media. If I execute import proxy on an asset where the source media does not exist, then only the proxy will be imported. I know the source media does not exist for this asset because of the X option on the asset. If I click on properties, we get the information about the proxy. Let's put the proxies into a sequence to show the difference between editing with the source media. The watermark on the proxy is an easy visual indicator of the mode I am in. I can toggle between the source media and the proxy by checking the Toggle Proxy Editing checkbox. Check means proxy mode, uncheck means source mode if the source exists. Once all of the edits are done, I will confirm the assets in the project or a select sequence with their source media. Since my timeline had an offline asset, I will need to bring back the original media before conforming. Having offline assets is typical in a workflow where source media asset is backed up into LTO tape. Postman has integration with our LTO tape partners that makes retrieving of source media automatic. To conform, Select the settings icon in the Postman panel and select Modify Project Proxies and Restored Archive from Tape. This will retrieve the source media from an LTO tape and put it back in the original location on the vStore. Notice how the assets are no longer offline. Now I can conform. I attach the source media to their corresponding proxies by selecting Attach Original Media. If you do not have any offline source media, then you don't need to select the Restore Archive from Tape option. You can just attach the original media. Notice how the file name in the sequence and project changes. The word proxy in the file name is removed. Now we can export the sequence.